HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. It's the original protocol used by web browsers and web servers to communicate across the internet. When you visit a website like Amazon.com, if it is using HTTP, your browser sends requests and receives responses in plain text. That means anyone sitting between you and the website could potentially read your tough password of password1234. A hacker can grab your details, one of the flaws of using HTTP websites. Think of it like sending a postcard through the mail. Anyone handling the postcard can read what's written on it. To ensure secure transmission, HTTPS was created, the secure version of HTTP. This is now essential, as you are not just browsing websites, you are going to be logging in. The extra S means the communication is using protected TLS encryption. Instead of sending information in plain text, everything is encrypted before it leaves your device. Now it's more like placing your message inside a box before sending it through the mail. Even if someone intercepts the traffic, they won't be able to understand the contents. HTTPS also helps verify that you're communicating with a legitimate website and not an imposter. Add to that two-factor authentication and you are way more secure. Without HTTPS, attackers could potentially read usernames, passwords, bank details, view sensitive information, modify website content in transit, or perform man-in-the-middle attacks. That's why modern browsers display warnings when visiting unsecured HTTP websites. Today, virtually every major website uses HTTPS because encryption is no longer optional, it's expected. Let's see this in action. The best technique to display this is using an application called Wireshark. Wireshark is awesome as it captures packets, or data, and displays information inside each packet. In this example, using an HTTPS website you might have heard of, amazon.co.uk, I am going to start up Wireshark. To begin capturing the data, you need to select an interface. Once the Ethernet 0 interface is selected, I click Start. Then head back to the browser and press Enter. Popping back to Wireshark, you can now see the amount of data being generated to just visit that site. I stop the process, so we can review the data. Don't be overwhelmed by this amount of data, you are only interested in traffic such as DNS, which shows you the web address you visited, so if I highlight the first DNS packet and expand the fields on the left, it shows you the Amazon website address. Remember, this is the HTTPS traffic, so it is supposed to be encrypted. If I now right-mouse click one of the TLS packets, then follow the TCP stream, you can see all data is complete ARS, fully encrypted as expected. Even when you log in, it will all be encrypted. Now it is the turn of the HTTP or unencrypted traffic. Here I have a well-known insecure website called Metasploitable. I click on the DVWA option and a username and password pop up. By restarting the Wireshark application again, I am going to capture the packets of this website. The username is admin and I type in the password and it lets me into the website. You may have seen this site before. It has bloody awful security. So, if I head back to Wireshark for the final time, we see different packets generated. These are TCP and HTTP packets. As HTTP is insecure and can show details in plain text, you can often see the hostname, URLs being requested, and other details. If I filter the packets by HTTP itself, it narrows down the numbers to only a few. I select the first of the HTTP packets and select Follow TCP Stream. Can you see the difference compared to TLS? It's all plain text. And look what I have just found in plain text, the password for the website. Even though the password is ridiculous, I would have captured a more complex password, had there been one. In the address bar, it even warns that it is not secure, so never type any credentials in a site like this. So to summarize the difference? HTTP sends data in plain text. HTTPS encrypts data before sending. If you enjoyed this quick networking and cybersecurity lesson, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.